everybody, JC here with another TNI toy review. And today's review is in association with MarvelousNews.com, your #1 news source for everything Marvel. And for today's review, I'm going to be taking a look at the brand new 6-inch Marvel Legends Nico figure from Hasbro. Now this figure is part of the Doctor Strange Dormammu Build-A-Figure wave. It comes packaged in the same style packaging we see with all the Marvel Legends. You've got the window box with the figure clearly displayed. You've got black and yellow highlights with this one. You've got the Legends series logo up at the top, a Marvel logo down below, and this figure is listed as one of the Mystic rivals because it shares the same packaging as the Enchantress figure. On the very top of the packaging you have a Marvel logo as opposed to the Doctor Strange symbol because this character really doesn't have much of a connection with Doctor Strange. On one side you have artwork for Nico, on the other side you have artwork for Enchantress, and then on the back of the packaging you have a look at both figures, a brief bio in multiple languages, and then down below a look at all the figures in the wave that you need to get in order to complete the Dormammu Build-A-Figure. Okay, let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside the packaging along with the other contents. Now before we look at the actual figure, let's first take a look at all the accessories that come with it. So first of all, we get the crotch piece for the Dormammu Build-A-Figure, and it's got the little cape that's attached to the back and everything. Now we'll be taking a look at the Dormammu Build-A-Figure once we've opened all the figures in this wave and then do a review, probably in its own video. I may do like a grouping of the figures that are all rehashes, the Enchantress, Dormammu, and Doctor Strange, the comic book version Doctor Strange in one video, I'm not sure. But as it is, we will definitely look at this figure once we have all the pieces put together. Now besides the Build-A-Figure piece, we also get Nico's staff of 1, and it comes attached with this magic piece, this translucent, semi-translucent purple, looks like a, like I said, magic effect, and you can actually remove this if you want. It just kind of clips onto the staff, so these are actually 2 separate pieces, and then the staff itself is done with just a gold color plastic, and looks pretty much like it does in the comic book. Now it looks like maybe the staff on mine at least is a little bit warped, a little bent, but you could probably straighten that out with the hairdryer if you really wanted to. Probably being wrapped in this magic effect kind of bent it a little bit, so not a big deal. And I do like the fact that this magic piece is actually removable, so you don't have to have that effect if you don't want. Now the second accessory that she comes with is a separate arm. The figure has attached a regular arm, and then you can just pop it off and then put on this second arm, which has the semi-translucent purple plastic on the bottom portion of the arm to give it that magic effect. So I like that as well, that they've given you that extra arm for that effect. So for holding the staff, you have to put it in the right hand. The left hand for both arms is open. One thing I've noticed is over time, because with the magic effect attached to the staff, it makes it a little bit heavy. So the wrist has kind of gotten loose, so it kind of, it's hard to get her to hold it straight without it falling like that, because the wrist has become kind of loose because the magic makes the staff pretty heavy. So that's just something to be wary of. When you take the magic effect off, then the staff is pretty light and it's not an issue. But when it has the magic on there, again, that wrist, at least on my figure, has gotten a little bit loose. So for the figure itself, this is primarily that smaller female body mold that we originally saw with the Jubilee figure. There's some variations on it. The arms are the same as what we saw with the Magic figure, at least the right arms are. Magic's left arm is different. So this hand is essentially the same hand that's on Jubilee, only on Jubilee it was the right hand, and with her it's the left hand, but it's the same, the fingers are posed the same and everything. The legs are the same, or the upper legs I should say, and you can see underneath her skirt piece, you can see where there's that gap between the leg and the crotch piece. I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but you can definitely see that gap like you see on all the figures with this mold. And then, like I said, these legs are the same again as like we see with Magic, the upper legs I should say. Now these lower legs, the boots are different. You've got some nice sculpting detail with the belts on the boots here, I like that. And the stockings are just painted on there. I like the face sculpt on this one. I think they've captured the likeness of the character pretty good. She definitely has that goth look to it. I like the way the hair sculpted. This back piece of her hair is actually just kind of a soft rubber material, and then she's got the little rubber band there, which is purple. And the hair is just solid black, and I like the little red in her eyes to give her that magic effect. And she's got the black lipstick, and she's got pale skin tone, but really I believe she should have pale skin tone, so I think that works pretty well. She's just got the purple shirt on the upper part of the body, which is painted on. Now you've got some sculpting detail on this outer black piece that she's wearing. The skirt piece is done with that vinyl material, and it is a separate piece, so you can actually push it up a little bit if you wanted to. And again, it's just that vinyl material, so it gives some flexibility there. So this figure stands, if you count to the top of her hair, is a little bit over 6 1/4 inches, not quite 6 1/2. Here's a comparison with the Magic and Jubilee figures. Articulation on this figure is pretty good. The head's on a ball hinge joint, so she can turn her head to the left and to the right, and she's got good down movement with the head, and she's got good back movement with the head as well. Arms are attached with your standard ball hinge joint at the shoulder, so she can get her arm out good. She's got good rotation. She's got the single hinged elbow, but she can still bend it pretty good. She's also got the rotation there at the elbow. She's got the swivels at the wrist, hinges on the hand, so up and down movement. The extra arm is the same articulation. Then she's got a swivel here at the midsection, and she can crunch down a little bit, but not a whole lot. She can actually look back pretty good there at the midsection, but she can't really crunch down. She does not have a waist swivel. She's got the legs are attached with ball joints, and she can do the splits about that much, and then she can get her leg forward about that much, and she can only do her leg back about that much. She does have a thigh swivel. She's got the double jointed knee, so good bending at the knee. Then she has a swivel at the boot cuff, and she has hinges on the feet, so she's got good up and down movement, and she does have ankle pivot and 2 peg holes on the bottom of the feet. Okay, so that's my review. Overall, I like this figure. I like the look of it. It definitely has that goth feel to it. Now, I don't know much about this character. I've never really read The Runaways, so it's a pretty obscure character, but I like that Hasbro's doing obscure characters like this from time to time. Now, I know some of you were hoping that they reissued the Magic figure that was released last year in last year's San Diego Comic-Con exclusive set. And truth is, if we get Magic re-released, it's probably going to be in, or it's almost definitely going to be in an X-Men themed wave, not a Doctor Strange or Avengers wave. And that has something, I think, to do with the licensing agreement with Marvel. So we'll have a full gallery of images of this figure up at marvelousnews.com. The wave with this figure has not yet hit shelves here in the United States. It is out overseas, and you can order it places like Robot Kingdom. Places like Big Bad Toy Store do have it up for pre-order and do list it as shipping sometime this month. So we should start seeing them here in the United States pretty soon. As always, leave a comment, let us know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video. Also, if you haven't already, please follow me on my Facebook and or Twitter pages. I'll have links to those in the video description as well. And until next time, I'll catch you later.